Hi YouTubers, how are you guys doing? I am so excited to do this video because I'm going to talk about my TT scene and the progress that we have so far. So I want to get this out the way just right out the gate that I am pregnant. Yeah, and I'm pregnant through a natural cycle. So it was not a medicated cycle. It was not something that I actively planned on because I didn't even do a OPK stick. But here I am. I'm actually 5 weeks pregnant. So I just wanted to just give you guys a little back history of where I started out. I did have a pituitary tumor, which caused me not to have regular menstrual cycles. And so after the tumor was removed, praise God, yes, I was able to start up Preggo Cycles. And I also had another condition where I did not have a lot of ovaries in my reserves. So that was on the low side. My husband as well, he was also on the lower end of sperm not worth actually mobile and going in the right direction. And so we were told that IVF would probably be our best choice. We did an initial consultation with that. We thought that was too invasive, and so we actually tried IUI. We did that for one cycle. It was unsuccessful, and on top of that, I end up having a cyst after that cycle, and also my lining was also very thin after being on the Coumadin medication. So after finding all that out, I decided just to stop and let my body heal and just let it run its natural course. And so that was about 2 months ago or 2 cycles ago. And so finally, when my cycle began again after the IUI, I just wanted to give my body a rest. And actually this cycle, the cycle that I actually got pregnant on, I was going to use medication and possibly do another IUI because everything was in normal. My lining was a good measurement, good size, and also I did not have any cysts. And so I actually went on cycle day 3 to go ahead and do being prepped to see how many possibly ovaries that I could have. And I did an ultrasound on cycle day 3. I was given a prescription for medication, and also which includes the trigger shot and everything like that. And it just happened that I didn't get a chance to go and fill it because I'm doing so many things with my hair care product line that I kind of got busy. My husband also was doing something else, and so we weren't really focused on getting pregnant. So it just so happens that on May 8th, which is Mother's Day, I was like a day late, and I was like, well, let me check. And my husband was like, well, are you pregnant? You could be pregnant. And he's never really mentioned that to me. Even all through our TT scene, he's never just, come up to me and actually said that to me. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and let me check. So I went ahead and I did one of the so actually I'm going to show you guys what my pregnancy test looked like on like the first try. Hopefully it could be seen because I actually did several. And so that first night, which was Mother's Day night, and I was like, let me just test. So I tested, and when I test, I looked at it and I put it down because I was like, oh, it's still a negative. My cycle is going to start anytime now. So I put it down and I did something else, and I just came back into the bathroom and I just happened to look at the test and I was like, oh my gosh, I could actually see a line. I'm not sure if you guys could see it, but yeah. So this was the actual test that I took, and I ran to my husband. I was like, oh my gosh, I can see a line. And he was like, yeah, there is a line. I literally fell to my knees as I was handing him the test because I was literally shaken. And the next day, I actually did another test, and that was with the first morning urine. And you can see that there. Yeah, and that was, as you can see, the line was actually darker. So I went directly to my fertility doctor, And I said, I need to get a blood test. That's because I have a positive pregnancy test and I need to be sure and get a blood test. And I did that, and they called me later on that evening and they said, yes, you are indeed pregnant and your HCG level is 175. And so we were like so elated, so shocked. We called family members, it was just a blessing because we were not really thinking about it. It was a part of my mind because I initially made initial steps to probably get medications, but this is all God because it was something that I can tell you the truth that we did not put our minds to actively, think about it. And here we are pregnant. I'm actually 5 weeks pregnant today. And my first ultrasound will be next week, when I'll be 6 weeks, and to hear the heartbeat. So I'm completely excited. I did get a second HEG test after my initial one, and it was 442. So my levels are increasing. I only did actually two blood tests, and just because the nurses said, well, you are increasing at a great rate, and we feel, that everything is going well for you. We see you back in 2 weeks. And then from there, we'll go ahead and discharge you to an OBG. So I'm at this point, I'm trying to have it sink in. It's been a week now since we found out. And I'm still, it's still new to me. And I'm trying to process doing my daily activities and not think, oh my gosh, I have a baby growing inside. So I'm super excited. I can't wait to share the heartbeat with you guys because I'm want to go ahead and, video blog this journey that I'm going through. And yeah, if anyone else, you're going through a situation, which infertility is just, it's such a struggle. And I know the feeling exactly. We've been married for about 8 years. And so this is our first real positive progressive sign. And so we're totally excited. And that's basically it. I did also take several pregnancy tests after, just to make sure that the line was actually getting darker, and it has, and it continues to get darker. I know I probably should stop, but I don't actually have any, which is where I don't have any symptoms really. And I seemed like I had a bit of touch of morning sickness on like the day after I actually did my blood test. And so I was in week 4, and it wasn't good. I had nausea, I had a blaring headache. It was really bad, and it probably lasted from about 7 a.m. to about 10, where I actually had to sleep it off because there's no way that I could have functioned. I couldn't look at anything. I just had to lay still, and eventually I fell back to sleep and woke up, and once I woke up, it was gone. So I am taking my prenatals. I am eating right. I am getting myself reading up all about, each week, because it just seems like I was so focused on getting pregnant that I forgot about, what is the process, meaning, week by week by week, and the baby's development, and questions that I should know or ask, and, so forth and so forth. So I'm educating myself on what's happening to me and what's going on with the baby. And it just seems so unreal. I just thank God because it's only Him. This baby is a total miracle. It's a total miracle for us. And so, yeah, I'm totally excited about it. And if you guys have any questions, I'm here. I'm happy to share this news, but I'm really and extremely excited, and this is definitely a miracle baby from God. So thanks, y'all, and continue to keep us in your prayers because it's it's a long way from here in 9 months, and so continue to keep us in your prayers, and that this baby will be healthy and no problems, no complications. So thank you guys for watching, and I will definitely keep you guys posted. All right, bye.